AoE slow, right? That's the idea.
Oh, wait, that
Uh,
way? I thought it was... Oh, you're right. You're right.
Grave Chill like affects multiple units. But
You're
I
too
mean,
noisy
the
to
idea is that
live.
maybe the drain amount now is going to be higher since it's affecting multiple units, and you're trying to play off of the Drow Visage. So I think that's the idea. So it's like you'll get more movement speed and attack speed. Secondary target penalty is 75%. So
Okay, I'm up to see it. I'm not a Visage player, so on paper, I prefer the death toll, but maybe it's just because I
30
don't know the
seconds to go.
powers of Sepulcher.
yeah, so it's 250 AoE, and each target is 75% penalty. So you could get I mean, a pretty hefty amount of attack speed and movement speed for you and your familiars if you're hitting multiple units. I think that's the big question with it, though, is, are you actually going to hit multiple units with it? Because as the game goes on, would you rather, like, have that or just, like, an extra 1,000 gold,
Oh wait, it does. Okay, I got confused. It affects multiple units around the target, and it will affect Visage and the familiars as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
Gravechill
yeah, yeah, yeah.
always
Okay.
affects the familiars as long as they're nearby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the part
yeah.
I got mixed up with this.
It's just the
As
drain
stated
now hits
before,
multiple units, yeah.
not a Visage player who knows how this hero works. Can anyone explain Gravekeeper's Cloak? What is that
Dude, no one
magic?
can explain Gravekeeper's Cloak still. It's not a thing.
Visage players are like, I don't know, the more I have, the better it is, I guess.
I'm invulnerable, and then I'm not invulnerable.
Okay, now with the full understanding that it affects the familiars, I'm back on board. Drow, auras, plus familiars. Let's go. Alright, what's going on over here? Clockwork being annoying. As long as Drow keeps her distance, should be okay, but the worry is the flame break into a skewer back would put her in a really bad spot. So it's going to be important for Clockwork to stay in the lane, stay in front. Over
Yeah.
here, this lane's not too easy. The Soul Assumption is not that great versus
Oh, that's
Medusa's Mana
big
Shield.
Monty. He had like a last tick of some damage on him, and he popped the salve as it was still on him, so he just completely wasted the salve. Jimmy Koff also being ran down here from the Bat Rider, does have a flame break, might be enough to help finish him off. Ooh,
Power
high
Dogs
miss.
push away. Uh-oh.
He's
Wrong
trying
way.
real hard, but he's gonna make it out for now. He might just go for the suicide into the ancient camp, but Bat Rider's just gonna let him waste his time.
Can we impact the lane?
No way, surely, right? He's like waiting for a buyout. Yeah, okay, there it is. I was like, he's waiting to buy out and then suicide would be my guess.
He used a tango. That's why I thought it was weird, but he
Yeah,
used a tango
died.
and then died. So I don't know. Maybe he changed his mind. Yeah. And unfortunately, while he's down with that increased death timer, they're going on the Drow. Though maybe she's going on the Magnus.
Yeah, she does a lot of damage there. Interesting build, right? Just first audit, like claws of attack and wand, extras branches. Like she's surprisingly strong and heavy on stats here this early into the game.
Also pretty high level since Clockwork has been running around all over. So she's already level 3. Maybe going a little better for the Ember than I thought. I feel like this is the second time I've seen this where I feel Tiny is supposed to do better in these matchups in terms of the early last and denies, but it's essentially even. Well, maybe we're getting there. He's starting to build up some denies. All right, Nyx I'm a little surprised we didn't see him do more of that creep dragon pulling. I feel like he could have, because you're just trying to get the creepy equilibrium back for the Visage. Maybe he'll get to it now.
Which heroes do we want to pick for lore today?
Let me think.
Which of
I
these heroes are you
vaguely
most gonna be interested
know
in?
Drow's lore.
Do you? All right, hit me. What's the vague lore?
She was raised by elves and lore.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's
Down
it,
with
right?
that.
Isn't she human and then she was raised by the drow? I don't even know if they're officially elves.
Dude, I have no idea. I only remember the Warcraft lore for her. I haven't seen what her Dota lore is all about. Let's find out.
Tiny's a rock.
He was just a
Did you
rock
know
who
that
gained
one?
sentience.
Did you know that
No,
one?
I don't know, dude. That one's good.
I'll
Dude, can
tell
you
you what.
imagine if we just we just all we did was just start making up lore for heroes like on the spot, and that's just
That's
like,
literally what I'm doing. Why are you calling out my bluff?
yeah, Drow Ranger was not a drow. You were correct.
Okay, Tiny's first line in his lore literally is coming to life as a chunk of stone. Tiny's origins are a mystery on which he continually speculates. I was pretty
You were
right.
literally correct, dude. What the heck? Actually right. DM skewered behind the tower bottom. He's going to go down. Really good positioning in the lane here for the Dire. Just being able to keep the lane that deep does give you the very easy potential for like a flame break into that sort of skewer back. So really good stuff. Hermit top side. Going to lose those Flamekeeper cloak stacks pretty much immediately. Gorgon's Grasp does connect, and they have some more Fire Spirits available, so one more auto attack should be enough to burn him. 9 HP, but he's
Real
gonna
close.
live. Wow.
Flamekeeper's cloak did something in there. Gravekeeper's cloak.
Oh, speaking of the Flamekeeper, Ember in the mid lane. Gonna find a kill here onto the Bat Rider. A little bit of help here from, well, he just needs one more Sleight of Fist in a moment, and he's got it.
You know, I'll tell you what. Usually we see double null talisman from Visage, but won a bracer, which actually did keep him alive there. Although it looks like Phoenix is finishing up the job now.
Dude,
Caught off
MJ's
guard by that dive.
Yeah, they're very much underestimating the Phoenix damage. And it's just a really good heads-up draft from MJZ to see like that Visage and punish it like this. Like they just pick a greedy carry and then a hero that completely bodies the Visage lane.
Wasn't the Phoenix first? Because they picked the Firebird and then we picked the Bluebird.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It was Phoenix first. Well,
I don't know.
I
Getting
take
caught
back
off
my
guard.
compliment, MJZ. You don't deserve that. I wasn't on you. They did it to themselves.
Seems like it.
I'm also surprised they were like trying to fight the lane. I really thought the Knicks would just be dragging the lane and doing the silly stuff with Mind Flare, and then that just ended up not happening. Ooh, nice attempt bottom, but Knight gets him with the flame breaks, gonna be able to survive. And that's what we were talking about, dude. The Clockwork, if he can get on top of the Bat Rider, it's a pretty good hero for finding those kills, but Bat Rider's fast. He's got flame break. It's not an easy grab. Oh my god, and he just got Drow's boots. Alright, Knight's doing some work.
Yeah, very early deep ward. I think to more watch for the Clockwork and maybe do his own jungling, but getting a bonus courier there as well. Okay, amplified damage for the Ember. He's 5.5, so if he wants, he could hold on to that rune till he hits 6, and maybe we'll see him make a move. Tiny, already 6. Speaking about those early denies.
Yeah. They're gonna know there's a ward somewhere in either mid. They're pinging the pillar in their jungle, but it's actually just behind the mid tier 1, so we'll see what they want to do about that. For now, Kendall with a nice skewer back on DM, getting a little bit of help now from the Bat Rider, but with Clockwork here, we'll put a stop to it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's turret has been
That's why Clockwork just has to stay in the lane. If Drow had boots, maybe you'd be a little bit more free to leave.
Radiant's top tower is
That being
under
said,
attack.
Drow is doing perfectly fine on CS despite having that death. He's quite farmed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wisdom roots for each team. MJZ, an attempt to steal, but is now in a pretty rough spot.
Gonna have to use
Can't
Sunray
really
off the
TP out.
map, I think. But
Yeah.
with Monty right behind him,
Oh, we got
Yeah.
him. I was going to say he could just spike Carapace the passive, right? The innate. But they do find him with the Impale, and MJZ going to tick down here to Hermit. Just needs one more Soul Assumption to finish the job. Nice find. Great Impale there.
it's to waste a bit of time, at least, for the Medusa to farm. But actually, I was gonna say that's a death toll kill. It's not. I forgot.
Nope.
We're on Sepulcher.
I'm not even going to pretend like I knew how to pronounce that word before you said it.
I think that's how it's pronounced. I just vividly remember a lore piece from a different MOBA that had Sepulcher in it.
You're
Dire's
cheating
middle
on us, you
tower
think?
is under attack.
I think I played it first before I got to Dota,
Been killed.
actually.
Okay.
Moved on. Ooh, Tiny in the mid lane, catching the tail end
He's
of his
getting
amplified
low.
damage.
He has another slide. With the help of the Clockwork, they should be able to find the kill, and now MJZ. He's just gonna watch. Not much he can do. Quick TP out from the Ember Spirit to refill his HP. And with the Remnant, we'll be right back into the mid lane in no time. And I think they'll probably know about the ward. Yeah, MJZ gets it there. They knew one was placed in mid at some point. He finds it. Jimmy Koff now in a precarious situation here, trying to run away from Batrider and Magnus. Does have a battery assault. Just gonna go and put himself inside of the Ancient Camp here, try and do what damage he can. One more Shockwave, or yeah, a couple auto attacks. They get him.
Maybe gone for that courier, but either way, some space for Drow at least.
Yeah,
Slatums
absolutely.
finds Nyx though in the mid lane.
All right, Hermit is level 6, going for the Atos. I think that's not super common.
Radiant's middle
No,
tower is
not
under
really, but I guess he wants to improve his team's catch against so many mobile heroes. Maybe he's trusting he'll have enough damage with the... when the Drow is grouped up with them. I'm not sure. I thought we would see something like drums or Vlads if we are going to plan to play around the Drow with some early pushing.
Yeah, I kind of
guess you
thought
can still-
drums.
You
would
could
be
still
like the
do that
preferred.
after the Atos, I guess.
It's just, I don't really think of Visage as a Mjolnir hero, or a Gleipnir hero, but maybe with Sepulcher. Is that right? Is that how it's pronounced? Maybe that's the,
I don't know.
the play.
Sepulcher? Time to look up the pronunciation.
All right. The first person that criticizes my pronunciation is getting banned. But
Sepulcher.
anyway.
Egg right
DM
on Drow.
bottom lane, in trouble. Great egg usage. DM falls underneath the tower. Really good rotation from the safe lane duos. They're going to use this catapult to bring down this tower, and they can try and do a little bit of damage top with the Visage. It's just a little slow. Like, they're already TPing back on the Phoenix to try and put a stop to this, so really good moves from the Dire. I mean, actually just getting better, bigger objectives around the map. Slatums has a regen rune, so he's perfectly happy taking these trades in mid right now. But top lane, Siren's made his way back up, and this will push them off the tower, so they will at least trade the tier 1s. That being said, Monty pushed underneath the tower. He's dead.
Dire's middle
Really good find there from the Magnus, that being the blink reveal.
Yeah, as far as well as Drow did, Magnus finding several kills throughout the laning stage, so he's quite rich himself. This has freed up Slatums. We see this anyway sometimes, where Tinies get more small items. For example, in this game, he got his Phase Boots and Soul Ring, and he's now working on the Blink. That's a pretty late Blink by the usual standards, but he has 2 teammates in the Magnus, who already has the Blink, and the Bat Rider, who's working on the Blink. Maybe he didn't feel all 3 of us need to rush the Blink. You know, I can get more early power, and you'll just skewer people into me.
This would have been the sickest juke in history from DM if he actually got away here, but does end up getting found. Really nice chase from these two, and with Drow hitting the deck again, I mean, Wits is getting quite farmed on the Medusa. Closing in on this Manta style here is Nyx Assassin. Does get scouted by a ward, and as a result,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
they're not going to find anything unless the Ember wants to dive, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Instead, they're going to turn it around onto Monty bottom lane as he will take on.
At this rate, Tiny and Batrider are both about to finish their Blink, so you have a triple Blink lineup. You got to keep finding these plays, which they've done so far, so it looks good. But if 3 of you get Blinks and then you stop finding kills, that's where it's going to feel pretty bad. So I think Infamous maybe needs to recognize this as they start seeing these Blink daggers come out. You got to play real safe.
Looks like Visage is going to go pipe after the Atos, but yeah, I agree. I'm a little bit surprised to see the Atos early. It does make him a little bit tanky, but Batrider is also a hero that can probably just solo the Visage now that he has a Blink dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Blink dagger's going to be scouted out by the Clockwork at least. Not going to get caught off guard by Tiny. Ooh, insta loses a ward.
Oh my goodness. Monty thought he could trade blows with the Magnus, but too much damage from this guy. Now, double flank, the lasso, the toss. They get some damage out here onto the Clockwork, but the Visage, someone nearby, unable to offer it too much assistance, and now it's time for MJZ to dive on in, try and slow up this hero, but
It's under attack.
Brave Chill will get him to safety for now. The toss back, though, the egg immediately, the RP as well. This is huge. Can they actually keep the egg alive? They do. 3 heroes gonna pop on the side of Infamous. Oh boy, that is the Blink RP you are looking for, and what a sick bait off the back of the egg.
That is a disaster for Infamous. We were saying the Dire needed to find these kills with the Blink. That is more than they expected to find.
And catching the Drow, like she just walks on in, like thinking that they have like the ability to kill the Tiny, and
Are scanning.
just gets popped instead off of a 3-hero RP under an egg.
I'm not sure he should have really joined that fight, because that started with the Clockwork being killed earlier, so I feel like they knew the heroes were in that area. What an interest! This has just changed from the pipe now to a Gleipnir. So
Yeah.
I'm really not sure about this build. We'll see if it pays off, but they're currently 7k behind.
Radiant are scanning.
So it doesn't seem to be the case. Toss back Avalanche. And Gleipnir's
He's not
gonna get
looking
delayed
super
a little
hot
longer.
right now. He's going to be able to get away for the moment, but a beautiful Blink skewer out from Kendall will seal his fate. Monty going to try and TP out, but they have another toss at the ready.
Kendall's gone for an Aether Lens. You don't usually... Well, you see this later. A lot of people go Blink into the BKB to make sure you can just keep doing things. But getting this Aether Lens has given him increased range right now. It's catching him off guard.
I would be surprised if he just skips BKB and he goes the Kaya Yasha build now. I would really like to see that. I think if you go this Aether Lens, it gives you so much value to Kaya Yasha.
I kind of like it, but I also think all he has to do is catch people, right? His Medusa's been free farming.
They're looking for someone. It's going to be the
Hunting
Drow. They're
Drow
going to
somehow.
Gorgon's Grasp just off the mark, but Knight, no blink for 5 seconds. DM might be safe, and turns out he is. Oh, really nice gust there from DM, but the follow-up, the lasso, now the avalanche on top with an egg. DM, nowhere to go. And of course, the one attack he gets off misses, so that hurts quite a bit. Monty's gonna get a turnaround kill here onto the Bat Rider. Just needs one more side of piss, but the toss back, he is healed up quite a bit. He lives for now, but he gets him off the Remnant. 2 for 1 at the moment. Spike Carp is gonna take down the Phoenix. A little bit overzealous there by MJZ. Ends up kind of evening out this fight at 2 for 2. You still get the Drow Ranger, but
I mean, you just lose the supports.
Yeah, the tricore of the Dire team is getting really scary.
Yeah, I feel this is not the first time I have seen this start with Medusa chasing a Drow. That was not on my bingo card of how this matchup goes. But they're making it work.
Uh-oh, that's a really rough situation. A botched skewer, Slatums blinks in to offer some help, and instead gets caught from a gust and is gonna die as well. They went fishing and they caught the whole pack, I guess. I don't know.
If you're not caught by the AoE Avalanche and the AoE RP, like those are the scary parts about grouping. But otherwise, I would say typically a Drow Visage combo should be stronger at grouping up. So with those abilities on cooldown, it was a good time for Infamous to fight.
Yeah, and they end up finding the bonus kill there onto the Bat Rider, thanks to the Nyx Assassin. So huge turnaround here from Infamous. They get themselves a little bit of breathing room. The big thing with the Magnus is he's going Ags now. Jimmy
He's the Drow.
He will find the Phoenix, the pullback, the Gorgon's Grasp connects onto 2. The RP is there, the toss back from Slatums. 3 more dead. You said if these big spells are off cooldown, you gotta be really worried, and boy did they connect on them again.
Soon he'll have Horn Toss to throw him combo.
Yeah, hook shot. Trying to get away here, but the damage from the skewer will finish him off again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Kendall's been having a great game. He is the offlane Magnus, competing with the Medusa for top net worth. Slayton wasn't even that far behind either, but I feel we just keep seeing Kendall make plays all over the map. Yeah. 9, 1, and 5 on that Magnus.
Yeah, he's been having an amazing game. I think the Aether Lens build is underrated. I like it a lot. I'm surprised he's going for the Ags early, because like I said, I think a lot of people, if they go this like Blink Aether Lens, go Kayasha, then into Ags, but he has it already, so Horn Toss is available. It's gonna be pretty scary as it grabs the Drow Ranger. She gets the gust off, the Gorgon's Grasp just in time.
Oh, the
Drow Ranger dead. They get the Bat Rider in exchange thanks to the Nyx Assassin, but Timmy Koff here on the clockwork in a rough spot. Hook shots to safety, but the blinks, they're coming. 2 hero avalanche from Slatums. The toss is gonna connect. Just deletes them both. How many times have we seen 3 heroes dead on Infamous?
Quite a lot that it's becoming a trend. That was not a Conda, just a regular Phylactery, but I couldn't see the amplified damage on this blue tiny skin, so an insane burst on that Drow. Perhaps Infamous couldn't see it either.
Stealing the Tormentor as well, absolutely massive. I wonder if someone's going to stick around for the Wisdom. I feel like they should. Yeah, MJZ's going back for it.
He's going back.
So they get double Wisdom, enemy Tormentor, enemy tier 2, 3 kills, and still have their own Tormentor to take. A massive swing of events, or I guess not really a swing, but a series of events for the side of Black Dog.
Continuing the events that have been so good for them.
Yeah, they're looking really strong.
Yeah, reflecting on it,
wants to do this, but we'll see.
Magnus is coming over. Maybe they can do it. But as I was thinking on it, I like the Aether Lens with the Magnus against a Drow in particular because she cares so much about keeping her positioning away from everybody, right? So the Aether Lens gives you extra range to find her and then bring her into your Medusa, or I guess into the Tiny, where we saw that Phylactery do work against her low health pool.
Phoenix just got the shard and actually just buys out an Orchid, which is pretty sick. I thought earlier, like if you're gonna go for an aggressive build on the Visage, Orchid is one of those items that people pull out every once in a while. It's like a surprise grab. Ended up going the Gleipnir instead, but Orchid Phoenix done as his first item. Pretty sick this game, honestly. You don't have an Ember Spirit building any sort of like Dispel. He's of course got Sanj and Yasha, so a little bit of status resistance, but great additional lockdown for this hero now.
Yeah, Phoenix builds get wild. All you really need are Tranquil Boots, and then you just build whatever your team needs, and that can include things like Orchid, or we've seen Nullifiers. It's wild.
Alright, Invis Rune here for Siren. He's going to be able to come bottom. Does manage to find the Batrider, and a lasso gets dropped. Unable to connect on the Gorgon's Grasp, but does at least force a cooldown.
Sanj and Yasha status resistance you just mentioned, saving him.
It actually does, huh? Otherwise, I think that Gorgon's Grasp hits, and with Tiny and Magnus not too far away, he's in trouble. Speaking of which, Gleipnir buying Herm in a moment, but the Horn Toss, the Orchid, and he's dead. All 5 heroes making their way to the bottom lane to secure this tier 2. Now I'm curious if they back for Roche or if they just continue the pressure. Looks like they will just go high ground.
Fish for it, yeah. I will say the Atos Gleipnir has a cool interaction with the Magnus that you can use it to interrupt him. But I feel if you really wanted to, you could just get a BKB and not have cared, which would have been the more normal build, I would say. So I guess something towards that Atos build, but I'm not sure it was worth it in the end.
Goodbye, Mr. Clockwork. Does hook shot up onto the high ground, but there's the Orchid. It finds the Ember Spirit. The damage on Ramonti just deletes the Phoenix, which is pretty big. He's gonna lose his own life. Knight barely surviving at the moment. A 2-for-1 as the Batrider almost dies in the process, but it's time to leave. Your Medusa's out of mana. Drow's coming back. You save the lane of barracks, but you still get a couple kills out of it.
That's kind of why we usually see teams go for the Roche first. They came out okay for there, but if you do mess it up and then you lose the Roche to Drow and Visage, that's where the game starts swinging back the other way. I think with that, they'll be happy they took a tier 3, and now they will go set up for Roche.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's going to be Dire Side now. That's big. Yeah, so they can just push this wave out, play for Dire Side Roche. I'm looking at items at the moment. The Medusa, you don't really like... You really like building Butterfly on this hero. Against a Drow, it's like less value, but I think you still go for it anyway. So, gonna go for the Butterfly. It's really good against the Visage too. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Avalanche toss over onto 2. The damage from Sladems is just way too much. Deletes both of them. What a quick find from him.
All right, maybe we don't need Roche. Maybe we just go take another tier 3 again. Got an Eagle Song this time, so should be able to finish the tower and then move on to the barracks, especially now that there's no Fortify from the last push.
I mean, how do you even attempt to defend this? To drop a sentry under the tower, knowing that Monty's coming. He made this attempt last time, deletes MJZ from the game, and they're not going to let it happen a second time. They were ready. Nyx Assassin down. The skewer, the pullback, Ember into the lasso. He's dead. GG comes out immediately. They know this one's over. Perro Negro looking very good here in game number 1.
I thought that Nyx wraparound was looking kind of good for a potential setup. You dodge the sentry under the tower, but just went a little too far.
Looking at all of the facets really quick to see if anything stands out, but it's all pretty much as expected. Wits does go methodical here on the Phantom Assassin, and Chen's going for the Satyr convert. So typically the Satyr is to play for the lane. Methodical is people can argue one or the other. I think sometimes Veiled One is better. I think specifically Veiled One is better against heroes like Beastmaster, so I'm a little bit surprised we don't see Veiled One. Also against Storm. Like, it's actually a really good Veiled One game, so that one's questionable to me.
I feel like some players just have a preference
Yeah.
to one or the other.
30 seconds to battle.
Nice movement here from that Satyr coming to the bottom lane to actually scout to see if someone's going to be blocking his camps, and does end up finding the Dark Willow. Did you ever do this in your game where you just like started the game and
Dude,
you just
it's
sat
a
there
trap.
for like a minute straight?
If you guys are watching, tell your team to smoke up and go kill these penguin bumpers. They're just sitting in the corners doing nothing. Just smoke in there and get yourselves first blood, guys.
See, it's even better when you do what I did, is I would duo queue or like party queue with friends, and we would just go sit behind a tower and we'd stare at each other and we'd both send penguins. And then we'd get like 40 to 50 penguin bumps at the beginning of the game, but we would lose all the runes, so it was
See?
worth it.
Look, guys, just smoke out there. Stop bumping your penguins around. The rewards aren't even that good.
That's
why
alright, I
didn't
got
do
my
it.
courier and I just stopped caring because nothing else matters.
Wait, there's a courier?
Yeah, there's a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer courier.
Is it temporary?
It's permanent, that's why I got it.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
get him. I'll go bump some
It was
penguins.
the only thing worth doing. I farmed to the courier and then I was like, alright, I'm out. Peace.
These penguins are free to go now.
Yeah, it's called Rudy and Ranoff. It's like one of the shitty wizards in a Santa outfit and like the standard donkey courier, but it's dressed up like Rudolph. It's cute.
When I get hats, I think that courier should get hats.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
All right, down here, they're just playing to make sure all the camps are blocked. You don't want Chen to get them, but at some point, he will go wander over, pick up one of the small camps behind the tower. For now, PA should be having a good time. This matchup's pretty nice versus the Beastmaster. You just have to try to get the lane back and then go do stacks.
If they can get level 2 in this off lane of Dawnbreaker Batrider before the Ogre, they could very much find a kill. So I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to do that.
Oh, looks like it's going to go the other way, though. They hit level 2 first. They're going for the Batrider.
Yeah, that was the timing we were worried about. Level 2 now on Knight does give him at least one more ability to play with. It'll just be sticky, though. You have to go sticky napalm. He gets the TP out.
Oh, that was
He's
close.
safe. All right.
Very low health, though. TP'd
TP
back
to the
into
tower.
the lane. Maybe he has a salve on the way. He's going to have one now on the way. Dawnbreaker was literally 1 XP away from level 2 when that started.
That's
maybe. Yeah, I don't know how that even happened. Like, how they split XP and whatever, but yeah, if you have level 2, maybe you can turn that around.
Yeah, they just pushed the wave into the tower, I think, and then the tower killed like a couple extra creeps quicker. So of course, no boars out of the Beastmaster lane, just axes and aura at the moment. That's so annoying. Well, lane's pretty quiet so far, but I would imagine the Batrider lane's gonna get a little bit scarier as he gets closer to level 3. Ogre's kind of early advantage is now starting to wear off a little bit, since, you know, it's like other heroes are starting to get their level 3s.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I
Slatem's
might be
doing
looking for
surprisingly
Ogre
well
right
this.
now. I won't get the kill, but I get about half his health. He stepped up a little far trying to contest that pull.
Yeah, if Batrider had level 3 there, 2 points in the napalm, or maybe he goes Firefly. Probably dies thanks to the blood grenade he has, but we're gonna see mid lane. Slatem's try to just finish off Siren here on his own. Just needs one more attack to get the Jingu. The TP's gonna come in, but Batrider will chase him down, get the first blood. It's very much worth it. And the supports will secure the counter kill. I think you're pretty happy about that if you are Perro Negro. You take down the Storm Spirit, your Monkey King survives.
We're looking for
He's having a great
Beastmaster
time
because of this.
Ooh. Yeah, he's got nothing left in the tank here bottom. If a single dagger connects, they should be able to finish the job, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Close. Yeah, they get the kill. He needed to back up a little sooner once he saw the supports both rotate in. Although maybe Dawnbreaker needs to do the same thing. Looks like she gets picked off in the top lane as Ogre gets back into that lane.
Yeah, she was actually looking pretty good against DM, but yeah, just stuck around too long. Didn't have much resources left. So Weaver with an early Falcon Blade pickup. One of the few heroes that likes to build this. Ooh, the evade. You are kidding me. You gotta... Sometimes RNG's in your favor. That was a guaranteed kill onto the Phantom Assassin if that attack from the Dark Willow did not miss.
She actually would be dead. That's level 2 Shadow Realm, so 200 max damage.
It dropped for like 100 HP.
Quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
She's gonna try again, but Brambles dodged out.
Nice
Satyr
movement.
kill doesn't feel nearly as good.
I mean, they're just completely forcing him off the lane now, especially the rotation from the Ogre.
That's true. Even dragging the creep wave into the camp so that Beast Smash can get more tower damage in. So they're gonna make their way to the rune now instead. Monkey King with the haste. Maybe they better not.
They're looking for Storm Spirit. He's not quite level 6. They find him under a ward, and now Sladems drops the Wukongs. Instant pushback as well from the Batrider. And with that, he should finish the job. Just needs one more auto attack. Gets him underneath the tower. Monty with a nice TP to try and save him, but it's just not enough. He's not done. He's going to continue chasing. Monty stuck around to get the D ward, obviously knowing that it's there. Knight with the bounce back. Should pop him. One more attack under the tower. Is it enough? No. And DM gets Sladems in the process. A huge punish.
I was actually thinking if one other person had TP'd in earlier, maybe they would get the return kill. But Window lost. But when going back in again, I guess they also thought that we were like, I should have TP'd in that time. He sees it a second time. I'm not making the same mistake. I'm coming in. Gets himself a Monkey King kill for that. Now he's level 6. Totally fine to be left alone up here. He's already hard to kill with Shikuchi. Now he's got time lapse. There's no way you're getting him until Lasso comes up, and it's gonna be ages. He's still 4.5.
Yeah, Infamous doing a really good job at salvaging these lanes. Like, Storm Spirit was definitely struggling early. But, yeah, those overextensions gives him some time. He's now level 6 himself. And, well, bottom
First
lane,
Dawnbreaker roll.
in some trouble. But the Dawnbreaker rotation, nicely done. The double Golem toss. Quite funny there. Actually does quite a bit of work, as now they're turning their attention over to the Ogre, who is still bottom after all of this. Witz hoping for a single crit, 7 auto. Oh, he's still level 5. That's why. Okay, never mind. I was like, how is he not getting crits here? Level 5 PA.
That would truly be amazing.
Dude, that's me if I play PA, but he does have methodical, so he'd be guaranteed the crits. I actually go methodical because I am positive my RNG is so bad that if I don't go methodical, I never kill people.
Yeah. I mean, statistically, there are unlucky people. You could be one of them.
Yeah. Dude, PA is not my carry, dude.
How many Arcanas you get from the candy shop? How's your
0.
candy shop luck? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay. Kendall dead here in the triangle. Really good rotation from the Storm Spirit. They'll know about the ward placed up there, but very worthwhile. And with this, Siren is slowly crawling his way back into this game. Not too far behind the Tricore of Perro Negro, but It's mostly this Beastmaster, I think, that needs to find some space as well. I don't know if they have any stacks for him, but if he's going this Axe build, you know it's going to be an Aghanim Scepter for the Beastmaster. So he needs to have stacks to get back in this game and start offering some sort of map control.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Also, that's your threat for Roshan as well, so...
Yeah, it won't be a particularly early Roche this game with how he's doing. Although maybe with the Weaver, maybe that helps fix it a little bit. The bugs are very good at doing Roshan.
Yeah. I'd also like to point out 0 Arcanas after I bought 6 set of tokens from the shop this day. So,
dude, I have 3.
I think I bought. I think I had
any
like
of those extras.
I think I had like 300 rerolls in 0 Arcanas,
Bro.
So what can
All
you
right,
do?
don't play Ogre, don't play Chaos Knight.
Yeah, I don't play RNG.
Stop playing
heroes in Dota.
PA.
The closest to RNG hero I have is Juggernaut, but his crit chance is so high, it's okay.
Invis rune from Monkey. Maybe you can get a sneaky ult out on someone.
Oh, dude, that Ignite
just
just barely hit. Quite funny, but in comes Siren. Nice terrorize. Pulling the Backrider back, but Kendall, he survives, gets the Wukong's command off as a result, and now Siren, no mana left. What a turnaround. Just barely off the market. That terrorize, if it manages to hit the Dawnbreaker, completely different fight.
That's true. I guess they just didn't realize how many heroes were there. Maybe they thought they could just get the Monkey King, but I feel like I got outnumbered on the enemy's half of the map, but that's just a pretty risky play to make. But maybe they can get a kill after the fight here. Dawnbreaker trying to juke in these trees.
Dodge, dodge,
It's working.
Dive and dodge. He's out, baby.
It's actually working.
He's not out. He has to turn with Starbreaker. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Nice dive there. Nice chase from DM.
Dire's structures are
Dude, maybe the 2-1 charges would have made a difference. It's hard to say.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, I might not have clicked in time. It might have been on cooldown or something. That's the classic in the pubs. The core clicks you, pings your saves. Like, why didn't you use this? Like, it came off cooldown in the 3 seconds you took to click me.
Yeah. Classico. Mid lane. They have Terrorize. Ooh, Blood Grenade, I think. Oh, it connected, and that's just going to be a pick off for Monty. Very nice. God, I love Dark Willow. She's my favorite forward position, I think, in Dota. She's so fun.
You want to risk that? Your Bedlam hits everything else? Your bad luck?
Yeah, it's alright. You just outplay people. I'm glad that... Oh, MJZ. Dude, what a Centaur Stomp. That was sick.
That's so good.
Alright, you lose the Batrider still, but it's better than losing both of your supports. You will lose his army as well, but I will say, for running a Chen draft with like with last pick, this is not looking super hot for the Radiant. Like, Infamous is really pulling back this game, and they're about to have a Batrider with Blink Dagger. Their Beastmaster got a massive amount of recovery. He's closing in on Aghanim Scepter. It's looking pretty good if you're Infamous here.
Yeah, this is where I was thinking about this earlier, and it's not like they didn't win the lanes. Monkey King was 700 gold ahead of the Storm. PA was winning her lane. They still are, right? They're ahead of their counterparts. But as we were theory crafting different hard counters to Storm, it feels like maybe this difference could be greater. I don't know. It's theory versus practice. So who can say? But, you know, if you end up losing, that's maybe what you look back to in the draft.
Okay, Ogre just got completely slaughtered by a bunch of Chen creeps. He ran in there to try and throw some damage and then just died to the army instead. Well, now the army's
So much
gone.
gold. That was like 250 gold for Siren.
Oh, Dawnbreaker roll to the top side. They're looking for DM, which he's got a mark on him, so a single attack from that Phantom Assassin would have been enough to kill him.
Spark of Courage maybe helping out there. 7 extra armor as he got low.
Yeah. Well, that's a wasted Dawnbreaker ult, so you're pretty happy about that. If you're Infamous, your Weaver survives, you can go right back onto the map, and now Dawnbreaker doesn't have that global presence or the team fight ability. And Hermit has an Ags.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. His Ags just finished. Try to fight while 2 ults are down. Yeah, there's the smoke. Let's see what they can get though, because you have the Ags, but actually getting on top of the target can still be a little tough. Storm is nearby. Maybe it's this Dawnbreaker dive in the mid lane.
If they get 1 kill, they can go straight to Roche.
He's real far back, playing it safe.
That is smoke. However, Monty makes it through the trees, gets a good ward. They're going to see Kendall now, and that's just a super dead Dawnbreaker. They don't really need to commit the roar. So, fantastic kill. Hand of God even comes out to try and save him. But now that it's dire time, you're going to get the mid-tier 1 tower. I would be surprised if Hermit doesn't make his way top.
Yeah, Weaver's already there. Oh, actually, Weaver just... Well, maybe he's cutting the wave, and then he's going to go back. Catch a side of the Monkey King. Could you kill him? Storm's coming in.
Storm's coming.
They hear the Lotus happening. Oh, he just uses Boundless Strike too.
Yeah, he's going to immediately Wukong's try and TP with the armor, but it's not enough. They get the kill. Huge find here. Really good patience from DM. And Storm Spirit, fantastic rotation. Beastmaster, he's now in the top lane, and we'll probably see them continue to push this one out. If you're Perro Negro, you have to kill this Beastmaster right now. But there it is, blink reveal out. They're gonna go for him. They had the Centaur Stomp, the Dawnbreaker ult to follow it up. They get him. Nicely done.
That's a really good kill. Even though I said Weaver bugs are good at doing Roche, Beastmaster is the key component. Yeah, you have to have him to do the Roche this early. Later on, sure, you can replace him. Actually, with a Chen? Oh, I guess he lost too many creeps earlier. I was gonna say maybe that you could do Roche with the Chen creeps just tanking for you. I guess you need a lot of heroes for that, though.
It takes a long time, too.
Maybe if you had a troll creep.
Yeah,
because
that's true. If you had troll, you could
damage.
It's like your PA has Battle Fury, who just like wants to keep farming, and you have a Monkey King who has Mage Slayer, right? So you don't really have a lot of damage for Roshan with these two. Mid lane, jump in from Siren. He gets the Orchid off the follow-up from Monty. The blink in with the Bedlam. He was about to throw the Terrorize and was like, oh, wait a minute, I'll just kill him instead.
I haven't heard anyone use this set. Is Dark Willow's voice line different? Does she have a space sound effect to her voice, like wearing a helmet?
I don't know.
I swear that's what I heard.
It's supposed to have a custom Shadow Realm, but it just actually doesn't work. So there's literally no custom effect for this set, as far as I know. They're trying the Roshan. He's here to break the smoke on the Ogre. He goes right into the pit, drops the Wukong's command, manages to get them pretty low. Roche, you can't afford to lose this to give it over. The Terrorize, it's going to connect, send Monty out. But, all right, 2 heroes dead on the side of Infamous. They're going to try and buy back on the Ogre. This Roche attempt, ooh, baby, that hurts. That's a big win for Perro Negro. It's now DM. Does have a time lapse. Siren will break the trees, but gets caught off the Orchid, and now they're going to see if they can chase him. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. They might end up losing the Ogre for this, though. Just need a glimmer of hero. Yeah, they got him.
All right, they should know there's a ward in that area, though, because she jumped into nothing. Okay, that's a disaster for them. I thought... So he actually did have Lasso. I don't know what it got used on. Maybe he misclicked on Roche or something. But even then, the Monkey King ult in the Roche pit was too powerful, and they've now lost the Roche. That is very painful. You wanted that so that your Beastmaster could play real aggressive, steal a bunch of farm.
Yeah.
Monkey King?
It's a nice fight in here. A good attempt for Slatums, but saved by Kendall. And
into the
no,
Stormbreaker?
It's not on the Dawnbreaker. He does have an amplified damage, but spent a lot of mana to join this. Needs to be careful. And they will just TP to safety.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
One thing I was going to say is when I was talking about it earlier, it was fine because they got a pick off and they could go to Roshan, but they needed to make that rotation faster. This time, everyone on the Radiant's alive, and they don't mind contesting if they can just get the Monkey King ult off.
That was... There's probably 3-ish seconds till Roche is finished, though. So it was pretty close. Maybe if they had one hero there, it makes a difference.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is your Dark Willow's Terrorize has to come out sooner. The moment that Wukong's command comes out, you have to terrorize him outside of the ring.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Otherwise, you can't
Dire's
contest the
top tower
Roshan.
is under attack.
But I think too many of them just got caught inside the pit. I don't know if it was on cooldown, like maybe she bedlammed the Roche, and it was like waiting for Bedlam to finish or something. I don't know.
Oh, that can happen, yeah.
We have a deep ward here on the bottom tier 2, looking for Kendall, and Storm Spirit's just gonna go right in, gets the Vortex. That's a quick pick.
Radiant's bottom tower
Nicely done there. You have the blink on Hermit as well, which is quite nice. So that'll help them at least
is under attack. Dire's
find some
middle tower
openings
is under
potentially.
attack.
Chen's working on a pipe. He's got some money saved, hasn't spent it yet. But the pipe is quite nice versus the
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Beastmaster Ags. Some of the other magic damage in this game as well. Especially Ignite, dude. You get hit by one Ignite, half your health bar's gone.
Moving through the bottom side of the map here, gonna see what they can find. Storm Spirit TP to base. The scan's
And
gonna connect
connect.
onto Hermit, and Slatums
Oh,
doesn't
they jumped the
guess
wrong
correctly.
way.
He jumped the wrong way. Yeah, he didn't see the blink dagger. Very nice escape there.
Tormentor. It was
That's
killed
a
the
lot
whole
of load.
team there.
Yeah, Monty, the lucky recipient. That's a big one. Probably one of the best shards in Dota, honestly, at all stages of the game, because it's really annoying until you get like BKBs, but then as soon as your BKBs start becoming low cooldown, it becomes even stronger because there's so many like little bedlams on the ground.
Dunk on the ground. Yeah, I guess in this game you do have a Chen, so maybe the creeps can eat up the brambles for you, but either way you're still happy to have it. And I'd say it's better than ogres, so.
Oh yeah.
Although actually into PA and Monkey King, who hit pretty hard, you actually do want that shard at some point.
That's true.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Blitz right now, trying to finish off this bottom tier 2 tower. Does have 40 seconds left on this Aegis, closing in on a BKB, so we'll get it off to this creep wave.
Tower is under attack.
With the help of Chen, they should have no problem securing the tier 2. Top lane, they'll grab the tier 1 in exchange, so
Dire's bottom
Infamous
tower
trying to find
has
something on the
fallen.
map in that process. Now they are TPing back, looking for a lasso. I think they have vision of the Beastmaster here to go for this, or maybe on the other side, yeah, they will see the Storm Spirit come in. Bedlam comes out from the Dark Willow. She TPs to safety. So she's going to be out. They don't find anything.
Bat Rider just a little short to get the lasso, and then maybe you can pick up a kill.
Is under attack.
A good disengage. It's gonna waste a little bit more Tormentor, or the Aegis time. They were trying to get one more fight in before that Aegis expired. But at least they'll get their own Tormentor, secure that. Not so great for the Bat Rider, but better than giving it to the enemy.
Yep.
Man, you would love some ancient creeps in the army, though.
Yeah. During all of this, the Phantom Assassin is becoming pretty scary. The question is whether or not she's going to be able to actually find an opening. Dawnbreaker dead once again. to the Storm Spirit Dark Willow combo. And I really like the itemization from the Dark Willow, going the Blink Dagger, knowing that, like, if Storm sees a hero, there's always going to be follow-up. Speaking of Storm and follow-up, they're looking for Slateums here. The Blink, the Lasso comes out. The Roar is there to stop the Wukong's command. He's getting low, but will be safe.
Nice terrorize.
Great terrorize. Siren's in trouble. Wits with a BKB will find himself a nice pick off his DM. Gonna try and stand his ground. The buyback now in from this Dawnbreaker. Gonna rejoin the fight. As now the Ogre will be the second casualty for Infamous. So it's a 2-for-1 and a buyback. He did get some big kills, but with all of them being alive now, they can really pressure this top lane.
Radiant's middle tower.
Creep army to tank to keep, what's this, like one range creep alive? Oh, there's a melee creep back there. Oh, two. Man, it's hiding everything.
Radiant's middle tower.
Right, helping them close out the map. There's only one tower left in the mid lane, and they're actually TPing back, seeing if they can catch anyone on Infamous who is trying to split the map after that loss.
I don't know if they see the Weaver, but he needs to be very careful because he could get caught from an Orchid. Nah, not gonna get found. All right, very close game still. 16-15, no gold lead at the 25-minute mark, and I think with Chen teams, you're really hoping to have a substantial advantage right now, because this is when you're probably the strongest. Mid lane, we're gonna see Siren go in, manage to get right on top of the PA, but a lasso into the Wukong's command. The Boundless Strike is there, but he ends the ring. As a result, Siren's out. Can they bring down the Monkey King Hermit with that roar? The BKB gets a big kill, and now DM looking to chase for more. Gets caught from the Orchid on the Weaver. Hurricane Pikes to safety. He's gonna live. Still has that time lapse available, and Kendall 1v3 on the back line. You lose the Chen, and just like that, Perro Negro are falling.
That's a dieback on the Dawn as well. How much can
Quick
you
Roche?
get out of this?
Ooh.
Oh, I guess they do want to check Roche, because I was thinking they could get this mid tower, and you'd still have time with Dawnbreaker being dead. I wonder if you could poke that high ground, but I guess they don't know the Roche spawn. Unfortunately, it's practically a maximum spawn, so they're going to be waiting for ages, and they're going to have to fight one, maybe even two more times to actually secure the Roshan.
Well, with that, that was kind of where my fears of the game are going, right? You have essentially a single core in the Phantom Assassin versus the tri-core of Infamous. And Slateum's being Monkey King, like he goes Mage Slayer, he's going Gleipnir. It's more of a utility build out of the Monkey King. He can still do a lot of damage, but the scaling potential on Infamous is so far superior. And I really worry about their ability to stay in the game here for the Radiant now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
You'll have to
attack.
see what kind of crit kills PA can get, because that can always still save you in these type of games. Especially if she's hitting the penitence targets, she'll get some extra attack speed to get to those methodical crits.
Slateum's Boundless Strike, Lasso, kidnapping the Ogre. Quick kill, as that means Roshan, you gotta, like, they don't really know where it is in terms of the respawn, but you have to be worried that the Radiant can very easily take it now.
Yeah, that's why they're willing to just lasso any target, just any number advantage for Roche. But unfortunately, it's still so far away. Ogre's going to respawn, and they can get back in position if they want. But without knowing that, Infamous seems to have given up on Roche. They're not even making their way over there, just trying to split up the map.
Yeah, they just scanned it, realized, well, they're not in there, so it must not be up. And they get a regen rune for the Storm Spirit, which is a pretty big pickup. And with this, they will walk back towards the top lane. Ogre needs to start moving. He's just holding a TP, thinking like, all right, as soon as the fight breaks out, I will TP, guys. Just get up there.
Yeah, you can't
Smoke
go too
on smoke. It's going to be scary. Smoke's going to pop on the right side. They get some vision of the bat right of the jump in there from Siren. Finds MJZ. Finds the Phantom Assassin as well. Weaver's going to try and finish off This Chen doesn't quite have the numbers yet, but Hand of God, not enough to keep him alive. The slow poke is working. Can the Storm Spirit survive? He dies! He doesn't get the regen. Run off the Terrorize is not in time. They get the Wukong's command off. Hermit gonna try and stand his ground under the BKB, but the Dawnbreaker comes in to shut that down, and now Wits with his own BKB turns it around. The Boundless Strike's there to find the kill. DM on the run. And Wits wanting to chase for more. The Curse Crown connects. The Bedlam, it's too much. And now Knight gonna lose his life to the Weaver as well. He's on a sliver of HP, looking for the Boundless Strike. He's gonna connect. A very scrappy fight, 2v2. Honestly, this Dark Willow's gonna win these fights here. Just needs one more attack. Does get it from downtown. 8 heroes die.
They do get the gem as well. Monkey King picked it up. Was that their own gem? I don't... Oh, maybe that was their own gem they just recovered. Okay, never mind. Gem did not change hands. That could have been really straightforward for Infamous, but they didn't see the Monkey King hop forward. Otherwise, he was too ahead of his team. He could break his tree, get a quick kill. Instead, they kind of zipped between multiple targets, because that was a really chaotic fight. But that's where it's much better for heroes like PA, Monkey King, the Dawnbreaker, who hadn't joined in yet, because they can just choose which target to go to very easily compared to Infamous.
Oh, boy. That's just a solo kill from the Dark Willow. Just instantly dispels the amplified damage and just 100 to zeros him. That is so nuts.
What
so
a
much
play.
golden XP into the Dark Willow now.
Oh, Roche never happened. Time to get over there.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly don't know what Perro Negro can do at this point. They have to pull out some crazy team fights to keep themselves in this game, because your Dark Willow is now a serious concern. Like level 18, she can kill anybody.
I guess he hadn't applied Mage Slayer to her.
Yeah, because she just Yules him and then walked in under Shadow Realm. He tried to Boundless Strike her, but I don't know. I think at that point it was too late.
I don't even think it
He had already
applied.
taken so much damage. I think Boundless Strike applies Mage Slayer.
No, it does usually, but if she's in Shadow Realm, I don't...
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because I don't know if the attack connects.
Just the stun, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, the damage probably hits. I don't know.
I'll test that later. Maybe he needed to backpack his Nemesis curse in the middle of that. I don't know. But that's a huge play by Monty. It just secured his team Roche. And like you said, there's been this timer on a Chen draft. Now, technically, you can also run Chen to make space for a late game hero. That's the question. Is that their read on the game, that PA wins this?
No
The
way.
crits are pretty strong, but... Well, I don't know. There are late game situations where sometimes you win just off of PA crits, right? But it doesn't feel like the way they planned for this draft to go. So even if you do win that way, you're probably still revisiting this game to see what you could have improved on.
Yeah, I feel like PA does have a lot of heroes that a lot of teams that she can win against in the late game. If she's just like the solo carry. But the Weaver and the Storm Spirit are actually too difficult for her to deal with. Like, they're way too mobile, and unless she gets really good RNG, like DM probably gets the time lapse off, and Siren likely is not going to be the one that she initiates on.
This is where you don't have enough control for both a Weaver and a Storm. And I guess we got to put Dark Willow in that conversation as well.
Yeah.
For how much
I mean,
she's
she'll
doing.
still kill anybody at this point.
Yeah.
Like, PA will have to Satanic or BKB the Dark Willow if the Dark Willow finds her.
And Monkey King needs to get to his BKB.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like, I think there might be a wraparound later where Monkey King and Dawnbreaker do scale quite well,
True.
but they're just pretty far behind right now. At least the Dawnbreaker is. I guess your Bat Rider's relatively rich, but not as rich as that Dark Willow. So if this game drags on super late, then maybe it starts moving back over.
Maybe. An MKB just finished up on the Weaver, so that is pretty scary. You have an Assault Cuirass done now on Hermit. They are just hitting some big timings now on the side of Infamous under this Aegis timing. The Shiva is done on Storm Spirit as well.
Latum's just watching him. Oh, what am I saying? He knows he's on team. I'm crazy.
I think they shield her in mid. That'll be nice if important target can grab it. It's going to go to the Monkey King. I mean, Storm Ags is going to be nuts as well.
Oh, that's a great one.
I really like that Monty is just hanging out with the team. He really is like some of the initial setup and pickoff potential. Ooh, smoke. Dude, they are just barely missing some massive kills. Monkey King hiding in the trees here. Ooh, gets the Bedlam off, the Shadow Realm off, gonna survive. They're looking for the Monkey King actually on the side, and they do get him for a little bit of vision as now they get him with Fire Blast. There's the Terrorize onto 2. In comes the Dawnbreaker, but it's not fast enough. The kill secured. Witz goes in on this PA, trying to bring down this Hermit Beastmaster. The BKB buying him so much time, and now the Dawnbreaker doing some work here, getting some help with Slatum. Siren's gonna try and TP, but gets bashed up. It's a triple kill for Witz, as now it's just DM here on this Weaver, doing so much damage, trying to finish off her. He does. He gets an ultra kill, now looking for Slatum's. This might just be a Rampage. He didn't toggle! Oh no! It's a Rampage for the Weaver. 30 seconds left on the Aegis, and a dieback on Slatum's.
He was just free to fight. He was firing out his 3 Geminate attacks now at level 25, right in front of the enemy base. This tower is dead. You got 2 catapults here. Bloodlust. I wonder if it's worth counter fortify. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is
those catapults.
This is the first barracks down then. How do you can't stop this unless PA wants to buy back.
Needs to be very careful. Yeah, as I say, he needed to back off to get the reset on the Aegis. That's a pretty big mistake there. Otherwise, he gets the lane of barracks for sure.
That is literally how you defend the barracks. Okay, that.
Yeah, he was not paying attention to that. I was like, oh yeah, he'll get the regen from the Aegis, but he doesn't back off, just gets it immediately broken. Yeah, that's unfortunate there.
Still a big win overall. Just
Yeah.
could have capitalized a little harder on it. But I guess you can't really complain. That kind of fight is really chaotic. And it was pretty close. PA was going target to target for a moment. But it really took a long time to kill the Beastmaster, thanks to the healing he gets from the Ags, and then he has an AC and a Defiance Shell. So much armor. Took a lot of time to chase him, and couldn't focus on the other targets with her team. So that's where Weaver was just going target to target, pew 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 with his Geminate attack. Actually,
Yeah.
pew 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 is the wrong sound effects. He's got like little bug clack noises.
Yeah, the game, like I said, I feel like gets harder as this goes on, because Infamous just have 3 really strong tricore, right? All these heroes scale like exceptionally well, and your Phantom Assassin is really good at deleting. She's like really good in like the single core matchups, because she can just delete a hero from the game, and then you're like, all right, we won because their damage is removed. But in this game, it's like the jump potential of Infamous, I think, is pretty good still because of the Dark Willow, the Storm Spirit. Oh man, it's really close. Like they're almost to the BKB on the Monkey King, and if he had it, it would have been a very different fight. But then he buys back and dies again, and now his BKB is so far away.
Yeah, if he wasn't having such a tough game, his like you said, the BKB being done already would be a world of difference. Now it's pretty tough because you don't have the best catch. I think if you take out the Weaver quickly, the Radiant can win the fight.
Yeah.
But your best tool for that is Lasso, and the job has to be finished in that window. And there's a roar to interrupt the PA when she's trying to kill the Weaver. And if you don't finish this Weaver, he has Satanic and Time Lapse. So you're not killing him anymore once that Lasso is done, unless he messes up. So it's a very tricky fight. You're gonna have to, I don't know, you're gonna have to lasso him into the middle of Wukong's and then jump him with PA, and then clean the fight from there. And that's just such a tall order. Until the game goes long enough and you have BKB plus another item and Dawnbreaker scales up, right? Like at that point, sure, then it becomes easier. But we're talking 20 minutes at that point.
Yeah. The level 25 on the Weaver is so scary, man. It is a huge bump in damage. Suddenly, just like a single auto attack can trigger like almost 1,000 damage.
Scanning.
Well, PA is not... Well, she's level 24 and a quarter, so when she gets 25, that's also a big jump in damage.
Yeah,
maybe that's something you gotta wait for now.
Yeah, I'm sure you take the -1 attacks to trigger for Methodical. It's just way more damage. She does have the finished Abyssal Blade now, which gives them a little bit more control to try and follow up and burst these heroes like you're talking about, the big one being the Weaver.
Oh, Weaver just got a Havoc Hammer as well, 14 more strength, so even harder to finish bursting him.
Mindbreakers, though, for the PA as well as the Beastmaster. Pretty nice.
Interesting. That's
Stormcrafter for Dark Willow is so sick, actually.
That's such an interesting ult.
Dark Willow is going to get caught. Nice jump there. Lasso into the Abyssal Blade will find that kill, and she's worth decent amount of gold.
Mindbreaker on Beastmaster is very interesting. I feel like there's a lot of better options. So I wonder if he just had horrible options on his neutrals. I wouldn't have thought he's a Mindbreaker picker.
I can see it in the sense that, like, Ogre. Countless Strike is out. He does have a Ghost Scepter. So it's a little delayed just a little bit, you know, but
yeah.
That's 2 kills. They're finding some like staggering of deaths here, which is a big deal. Bottom side of the map, though, they're looking for Kendall. They get him. Roar into a quick kill. That's the bigger one, and that is no buyback for 70 seconds. They're going to go high ground. They've got a range creep here. You have to come back.
No one has TPs. They all have to walk back.
That's a full lane of barracks.
Oh, that's a
Phantom Assassin's going to go in. Gets the silence. Abyssal Blade to follow it up. Can she burst him? No.
Status resistance from Sanj and Yasha helping him out right there.
Satanic back to full life, but yeah, I mean, that was almost a full lane of racks. I'm surprised the Storm didn't commit onto the high ground a little bit more to try and grab this, but
I mean, over time, you should win, right? So you don't need to take insane risks, which I would say, actually, they were doing a good job. They found the Dark Willow, they found the Ogre, and we were talking about how this game gets difficult. That's in a straight 5-on-5. So if you can keep finding these pickoffs, then, I mean, it's a PA bursting people, right? That's classic. But getting a little... It's another maneuvering issue, I feel like, where they TP'd out to make a play, and then Dawnbreaker steps up too far, no one can help her. Then they can't defend their barracks either, because the TBs are still on cooldown, right? That's where you just have to be a bit more careful, sit in the base on the Dawnbreaker, and only use the hammer to kill the creeps, pull them off the tower.
that is an Aghanim Scepter on the Bat Rider.
Well, okay, they didn't have enough lockdown. Now he's got 2 lassos in 1.
It's a... I mean, Bat Rider's Aghanim Scepter is really good, but bottom lane, if you find PM, that's a big kill. He is so alone.
Yeah. That's going to get you Roche. He has to buy back if they want to fight.
I mean, this is Refresher Roshan, right? This is number 3, so... They're scouting it. They know that this is happening, but Aegis Siege Refresher, and of course, the banner.
Monkey King is now almost 25. He's like 70 XP or something. Maybe you give him Refresher, double Wukong.
You give him Refresher, for sure. He will absolutely gladly take Refresher.
Oh, that is such a costly mistake.
Does he get the Abyssal off in time? He does. Dawnbreaker to follow it up, immediately cancels any hope of the Ogre's escape. And Infamous, you had a pretty massive lead, but now Tides of War are turning. DM, or Siren rather, will find Knight here on the Batrider. Does drop the lasso. He has no TP. As a result, he'll end up losing his life. That's a big one. That stab distance helps a lot. Otherwise, he gets like the blink out, right, on lasso. And maybe survives the Storm Spirit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what? Warrior just
full
died
refresher.
right there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right. This game is going the distance, and I did not expect that at all. Duel's going to buy him some space, and now in comes the Monkey King. They'll be able to finish off the Dark Willow here once again. Monty has been dying constantly here. They've really turned their attention to just picking off this Dark Willow. Mid lane, Roar, in comes the Dawnbreaker, the evasion, gonna give Wits plenty of space to blink in, into the stun as well. Can they bring down this Beastmaster? They do! You've gotta stop this Weaver from doing the damage, and DM's just gonna pop the Satanic, stand his ground here against this Monkey King, and now they're gonna turn around. Big Siren Vortex pulls him in, he's gonna turn around, though, they get the kill, takes down Storm Spirit, Slate him with this Boundless Strike, they get the second! Perro Negro pull back a 15k disadvantage and are on the brink of winning the game. 4 heroes dead and only 1 buyback. That refresher into the second BKB Boundless is so good.
Okay, I guess they don't know the buybacks, so they don't want to commit too hard, but I feel like you just bring everyone. Okay, there we go. Yeah, commit, guys. They're going to force the buybacks, but then there's going to be no buybacks.
I mean, he has Wukong. He can legitimately just drop Wukong. He's going to go with the lasso, pulls it, the Ogre match on it. He is dead.
Okay,
he's
one
gonna
more
buy back
buyback.
Immediately. You drop the Wukong
Beastmaster.
Immediately.
Yeah, just drop it. Just drop it.
He gets terrorized out. They're going to get the nice Dawnbreaker ult again to buy some space. You've got to take down Monty. Curse Crown doing some work, but there it is. Dark Willow's dead, 80 seconds without the buyback. Now they're looking for the Weaver. Yes, Satanic, he's got the time lapse. He's just trying to get them away from the throne. That's the only thing that you can protect at this point, but Wits, he's taking down the backside, and DM's in trouble, baby. 1v5. The stun comes out. The Roar's not there to save him. This game is over. Perro Negro have done it. An unbelievable turnaround here to end this game.
It felt like for most of this game, Infamous was, we said outmaneuvering, right? That was the word. Outmaneuvering Perro Negro. But at the end, when it matters the most, they slipped up. And they just lost a hero here, a hero there, and they never did the full reset. And the 5-on-5 that we were saying looked so strong for Infamous. We just